Hello everybody and welcome back to My Garage Roleplay. Alright, so we are back with another episode of the roleplay series. Now, we are getting close to the end, but as you guys can see, we've got our Chevy Impala back in the shop. So yeah, I did get some dealer plates from Uncle Richie as well for this, because obviously we're not going to be putting this car in our name. So this will probably go on to the next seller. So that is just temporary. But for today we are going to be changing the wheels and also putting the interior into this car and also building the engine for Cyclone's El Camino, which Tom is pretty much close to finishing up as well. We can see it over there in the paint booth all the way over there. But before we continue with that, I just want to show you guys that we are pretty much trying to sell all of our vehicles. We've got our El Camino out here, we've got our drag Impala 1958, as well as our Mercedes coupe is parked here. And I do have some ballpark figures of prices that I'm looking to get out of these. So yeah, I will definitely list these in my Discord for sale, and then you guys can also make an offer on these vehicles. And the El Camino will come with the actual trailer as well that we have over there, so that is going to be included with that sale. So yeah, definitely join my Discord. The link is in the description of this video if you would like to stand a chance to get one of those in your garage. But yeah, let's get back to the shop here and continue work on our Chevy Impala. So as I said, we've got new wheels and tires, and yes, we've got some white wall tires as well with these rims. So I think this is going to give the car a little bit of a lowrider look that we are going for. So yeah, just don't mind these tires. These are for Cyclone's Chevy El Camino. We will be doing that probably only in the next episode. So yeah, let's just put them over there on a stack for now. Alright, so let's get cracking. We just need to pretty much replace the wheels. And then I've got some spacers as well, just to fill the arches a little bit better. So just kind of loosen all of these and let them drop down. And then we can get the other set and get them installed. Alright, so I did have a comment on one of my videos about the actual Chevy Impala over here. Apparently these vehicles never came with leaf springs, and I am aware of that now. So obviously this is just the way that the mod has been created. And yeah, I'm pretty sure if ESD Banana could have done it any different, he would have done it. But this is just what it is, and these are the resources that was available to him. So yeah, still a lot of respect for him for being able to make this vehicle for us. Yeah, let's put our spacers on first of all. So these will just hang in there until we get the wheel installed and bolted down. Alright, so let's see. Okay, and let's grab the last one. So as for all the parts we had in the shop, everything has been removed, so it's pretty empty in here. I've just got a couple of odd bits here and there that we still need to figure out once we get to that. But yeah, in terms of all the other used parts and stuff, that has been put into the barn, and also that piece of El Camino that's left there will be also put into the barn. And when we end the series, I will pretty much see if I can get Uncle Richie to handle that barn for me for the time being, because obviously I'm going to be going out of town once the shop and all my vehicles have been sold. And then we will pretty much introduce the new series coming to the channel. So if you haven't checked that out yet, there is a pretty much an intro video of what the shop is going to look like and some things we're going to feature in that series. So do go and check that out. But yeah, for now, let's just focus on making this Chevy Impala beautiful. Alright, so let's get our last wheel fitted here, and we'll have to lower this thing down and get some air into all of these tires. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's get these lift arms out of the way, and then we can pretty much push this thing back and see if we can get our interior fitted now. And that'll pretty much be the finishing touch to this car. And then I think this vehicle, we will also put a price on it. I think about 40 grand OBO. That'll be more or less what this one will be going for. So yeah, let's get some air in all of these tires. And then, yeah, we'll push it back and see if we can get our interior fitted, because yeah, that's pretty much the last thing we need to do to this, so that it can be finalized. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. Alright, I think that is perfect. And the last one over here. Alrighty. Now that definitely suits the car very well. And let's push it back. Alright, sweet. So in terms of interior bits for this car, I think mostly riffing just snaps into place. So we're gonna pretty much need our pry tool over here. So we're gonna start with, I think let's just remove the one seat that we have in the car, because we are going to be replacing it with a brand new seat as well. So we still don't have any other seats for this car available that fits into it, unless if there is something, then I'm not just aware of it. Okay, so let's see if we can get this seat taken out. Yeah, that's probably a little bit tricky. Never mind. We'll probably figure this out at some point. Alright, let's get these door cards removed. So these will just pretty much go in the bin. I don't think we need to try and salvage any of this. Although there are some good panels in here as well. Alright, so there's the old trunk, well, floor, carpet floor. So that should work. Our headliner, we've got a brand new white one as well that's going in the car. So let's just put that down over there. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of installing the new parts. Okay, let's put this one over there as well. Alright, so we will sort that out in a bit. I'm pretty sure everything should slap in now. Let me just see if I can get this seat out of the car. Alright, so there we have our seat out of the way. Alright, perfect. So I think let's start with the one thing we never had in this car, which is a dashboard. So we're going to see if this snaps into place. There we go. Yeah, there's no screws or anything holding that down, so that is pretty much done. One thing I also have to do still is remove the gear shifter. That is also held in with a bolt, and now I have got a wrench somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, but that's fine. We've got this one now. We're also going to remove this gear shifter, because I do have a new one of these somewhere. I just have to be sure to find it. Might be laying somewhere on a shelf, or I could have probably accidentally taken it with to the bar next door, but that's fine. It's something we can still grab. Alright, so let's start by slapping these things on. And there we go. Alright. And then I think let's do our headliner next. There we go. And then it's pretty much going to be the carpet and then the front seat that we have over here, which is a brand new seat. So this is going to pretty much complete the look. Okay, so let's get this bolted down as well. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me just see if I can quickly find the correct gear shifter now for this thing. Might be in the barn, so yeah, let me go and have a look for that quickly. Alright, so yes, this sort of got mixed up with the other parts that we had in the shop, so Luckily I did find it. So we will just quickly slap this into place and bolt it down, and then I think that is pretty much the finishing touch on our Chevy Impala over here. As for the steering wheel, I think we're gonna just roll with the one it came with, and that's sort of a classic look as well. So that is pretty much everything done. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretty much turn our focus towards this engine of Cyclone's truck. But I do want to quickly write the sign for this so that we can get this car also parked onto the lot. So yeah, as I said, it's going to be 40k OBO. Let's just see. I try and make it nice and visible for everybody to read as they are driving past. Alright, that's not my best handwriting, but I think it'll do. Alright, perfect. So I think we should be able to pop this on the windscreen there. Let's just grab this in the correct way quickly. Alright, let's drop it over there. Alright, that should do. Okay, so this has got a brand new interior. It's got a brand new engine installed as well. And also brand new wheels and tires now has been installed. So yeah, everything is pretty much the best as it is going to get. Alright, let's hear this beautiful thing fire up. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can also park it on the grass there where people are driving past. See, there's a lot of cars going past, so I'm sure somebody will notice it and see there are some vehicles up for sale here, and hopefully come and ring our doorbell, or you know, come into the shop and ask about it. Alright, so this is a little bit of a hamper in front of us now, the sun, but I think next to the Camino there's a little bit of a gap over here. Gonna see if we can squeeze it into here. Yeah, let's just be careful of that little short wall and the tree. Alright, I think that should do. And we are not in the road, so I believe that should be fine. Okay, perfect. So there is pretty much 4 of our vehicles up for sale. And yeah, if you are also interested, do hit me up on Discord. So this will go on sale pretty soon there as well. So definitely stay tuned for the next episode, and I will give you guys some new updates on those. I believe these cars should sell like hotcakes. But yeah, for now we're gonna head back inside the workshop and continue work on that engine, which is a 380 cubic inch for Cyclone's El Camino. So we will be sorting that out as well for him in the next episode. I don't think there's a lot of work to be done to it. We can pretty much just finalize the engine work and check if there's any work to be done to the suspension. And also new wheels and tires. And then that car will also be sorted out. And then, yeah, I think pretty much the next episode might actually be the last episode for the RP series. It all depends on how much work there is to do to the El Camino. But I think if we can get this thing sorted out and knocked out of the park, then yeah, everything is pretty much where it needs to be for the final episode of the roleplay series. Right, so we've got mostly brand new parts over here on the shelf. Some of these parts actually came off the engine that we stripped in the last episode, so that is pretty much mostly performance parts, and I did move those parts over to the barn as well. And I ordered some, yeah, stock parts, because I think the engine would have made too much power for a shop truck for Cyclone. So I believe this should be perfect for him and give him plenty of power for when he needs to do some hauling and, you know, towing vehicles up and down. So yeah, I'm sure this will be perfect for him. I did also get some new head gaskets, so that this engine is going to be reliable I believe those are the ones. Yes, so we can go ahead and put those on. And also we did paint the engine block and the new intake manifold the same color as the truck, just to make it a little bit more, you know, matching towards the vehicle's look we are going for. And we also got new spark plugs for the cylinder heads over here, but these are performance cylinder heads, just to add that little bit of extra power that he might need. So overall, I think it's going to be a very nice, durable, reliable engine with plenty of power that you would need. Alright, so let's get our rockers installed as well. Okay, and just be sure to get that on the engine head. Yeah, that is looking pretty nifty. Yeah, I just like it when an engine comes together and it looks all brand new and shiny. So we do have quite a bit of new parts. Some of these parts are older parts. I did order some new valve covers as well, obviously, to just make it match the look we are going for a little bit better. Alright, so that is that. Okay, let's put the other one on over here. I think, did I get a carburetor? Yes, I did. So we've got a performance carburetor as well for this. Let's just turn it a little bit towards us, so we can see all these bolts. And there's also one over there. And then these ones over here. That is sorted. Perfect. And we've got our new thermostat housing as well. Alright, let's get the carburetor installed over here. Just like that. Alright, and then we've got a performance air cleaner, which we are probably going to have to take apart now, just to get this installed. Alright, let's put that over there for now. Alright, let's grab our air cleaner. Get that on, and our lid. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so now I think, yeah, we should probably install the spark plugs first before we do the distributor. So let me get a spark plug wrench quickly. There we go. Alright, so let's get these from the table. So these are the ones that I had on the shelf from an open box, but they are still brand new. And then we've got some new ones in here, which are 2 of these. So I think we should have enough, because we've also got 4 new ones over here. So that is 8 spark plugs. Okay, and let's get all of these put in. Okay, so we've got 1 for there. And then we've got 4 for the other side, so that is working out very, very well. Okay, let's zip these 4 down. Okay, that's sweet. Perfect. Alright, so up next, I think let's do the other side, spark plugs, so that we don't get lost here with what we need to do on the engine. Okay, and let's grab another one. Alright. And the last one. Alright, so there we go. Alright, now let's just be sure to tighten them down. Okay, so that is done. Now I think we can put on our distributor over here. That goes over there, and we've also got the plug leads as well on that, so that is pretty much sorted. So I think what we can do next is probably our oil pan. So I've got a matte black painted oil pan. It can go on there, and that'll pretty much seal up this motor. Alright. Now I think there's one thing that we forgot to order, and that is pretty much the fuel pump. But that's okay. We can at least still get one of those. Because luckily we don't have to use this engine as yet today. So that is actually because it's mounted to this part, which is our timing cover. So we need to get a fuel pump installed here. So I should put this in my office so that I can remind myself to order that. Okay, but nonetheless, we've got some more parts we need to put on. Alright, let's bolt that down. That and that. Alright, so that's our header, and let's get the other header installed as well. So I think these are the ones that came off the engine we got from Tom. Right, that is perfect. And now I believe we should be able to get this on, our harmonic balancer with the pulley. And that'll pretty much sort that out for us. Now, I think this we can probably get mounted as well, the flywheel. There we go, I believe that's all of them. And we do have a pressure plate and a clutch plate for this. So these are also stock parts. I'm using the old pressure plate because on the performance engine it was pretty much the same. Alright, let's see, we've got all of them. Okay, there and over there. And then that is pretty much that. Now, yeah, I probably should have installed the timing gear and things before we did this. So let's go ahead and do that quick. Look at me missing steps over here. Alright, but that's fine. Luckily it's not a train smash, as they would say. Alright, so let's get that sorted out first. Because obviously we're not going to have this installed if we put that on first. So let me just grab this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that should work. And now we can put on our timing chain. And let's do that again. Our timing cover. Okay, that is gonna be the correct way of doing this. Okay. There we go. That is pretty much sorted then. I think it's just our harmonic balancer. And did I miss 2 pistons as well? Holy moly, guys. I am definitely not focusing on this engine build, apparently. I think my mind must be racing a bit because of the move, and I haven't slept much because of all the stuff I've been moving around and sorting out, and all the paperwork and business and stuff. So should be able to slide these pistons in from down here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so just to be sure, we've got all the pistons in as well. Okay, perfect. Alright, so you guys were probably shouting at me back there. You forgot 2 pistons. But yeah, luckily I did go through everything again, and I think that is pretty much sorted. Okay. So we've got a little bit of cleaning up to do around the shop still. And there's a couple of things I need to still figure out. Like what we're going to be able to get sold as well, and what we need to send over to the barn. But yeah, that is pretty much what's cooking over here now. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to take a walk over to the shop truck over there, Cyclone's truck, and see how Tom is doing with it. I think he did paint it this morning, or maybe applied some decals or something, I'm not sure. So we're going to go and check that out quickly. I don't think Tom is here at the shop today. No, he's not here. He's probably went on a lunch break because it's already 2 p.m. So yeah, there is absolutely no vehicles here. So the last vehicle he's got in the paint booth over here is the Camino for Cyclone. Let's just have a look at this thing. So yeah, that is looking pretty neat. And there are the brand new wheels as well. So yeah, these are going on the truck with the new tires we've got in our shop. And also we went with a black hood over here. And then also I have designed this logo for Cyclone shop truck. So I see Tom did get that put on his truck as well for him. And yeah, I could probably touch the handle over here. Although I don't really think the paint is still wet. It's just the decals are applied over here. Alright, but yeah, just having a quick glance under here. There's not a lot of work to be done to this. We need to do some suspension work, so it's very minimal by the looks of it. We've got some worn steering link over here. We've got a transmission that's bad, so I mean, I don't know, maybe we even have the parts on the El Camino in the shop there, so maybe that's something we can have a look at quick. Maybe get that thing down from the lift and see if that is going to be something that we have on that donor vehicle. If we do have the parts on there, we can probably strip it off. Alright, so yeah, let me quickly get back to the shop and then bring you guys back up to speed. Alright, so here we are, and just having a quick glance at this donor vehicle we've got. Let's just get it lowered down. It's a very quiet lift, this. Okay, there we go. I think that's all the way down. So we are looking for a steering link, which we do have on this. And we've got a good tie rod, but we are going to need to replace the upper control arm. So might have to purchase some parts for that. But we do have a good transmission on here, which is not bad. So we can probably rip this one out from here and get that installed onto Cyclone's truck. And then, yeah, it's pretty much just a bunch of body parts we need to order for Tom's, well, for Cyclone's truck. Because he wants the Chevy bumpers and trim and stuff like that. So that is probably something I'm going to get ordered up for the next episode. And then hopefully we can get it buttoned up and all sorted. But yes, I think that is pretty much going to be a wrap for today's episode. There's nothing really else I can do. We are pretty much getting near to the end of the season, or not the season, the series, the roleplay series, and then we are pretty much going to start recordings for the new season, or not really a season, new series called My Garage Revivals. So as I've mentioned earlier, go and check that out on the channel. There are some teaser videos on that as well. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view, every like. And also, I wanted to ask, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. But until the next time, cheerio.